For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Anna Kowalska Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, obviously a big week for you girls. You beat Fairmont State and Frostburg to go 2-0. Talk about this past week and kind of what you've seen from your team.
It was actually exciting. Fairmont is nationally ranked, and Frostburg is top in our conference. So going to Frostburg, beating them, and getting a win here against Fairmont State it's always a good thing.
And in both games, your girls really had to battle. You go to overtime against Fairmont State in the first game, have to hold off a Frostburg State run there at the end on Saturday. Talk about the fight your girls showed and what that kind of showed you as a head coach.
I know they play extremely well, and they play together with heart this year. So I'm very excited about this team, by the way, just overall. They're tough. They're tough. They show toughness every single day. It's just showing how hard we play on the court. And then against good teams, they will go on a run. We can play really good defense, but there's going to be a stretch in the game when they're going to make tough shots. So it's normal to do it as long as we don't give up and we keep fighting that battle and we finish strong.
And we've talked about it several times off camera, but this team has so many different girls who contribute. We see it in both games. You don't have really one player who takes all the points. You kind of spread it around. How does that help your offense, knowing you have so many different girls who can contribute every night?
I think when the teams play against us, they look at all the players, say, okay, we're going to shut her down while someone else is going to show up. And I think this is the biggest strength for us as a team together. It's just we play together this year. So it will be amazing if all of us can play together. So I'm hoping that's why I don't think we're even playing the best game yet. I think our best games are coming up right now. But it's going to be good when everyone contributes. And our distribution on offense, anyone can get that shot. We just emphasize teamwork every single day, and it shows up.
And one of those girls who really helps your offense run, Kenzie Dalton, led the team 5 assists in each of the games last week, scored 24 points to put second on the team. Talk about her consistency and how she's really able to continue to put these efforts together every game.
Well, she's a really good point guard. We know that she can pass. We know she can play defense. We know she can rebound. But I told her I also know that you can score for us. Showing every single day, she comes in extra, shoot, and during practice she'll make shots. So we keep telling her, like, you gotta shoot, just because you can. I told her I don't tell players to shoot when I know they cannot shoot outside, but I know she can. So we're working on it now. So she's a little bit more aggressive. You see the numbers offensively. But if she decides to come in and play hard for us and then shoot for us and all this stuff, that's going to be a good thing for us for sure.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, throughout January, you've had to go on the road several times in this month, only a couple of home games. Talk about how you've handled the road contests and what that's been like for you.
On the road, you need to be tougher. But I always say when we go on the road, you got to defend. The teams are at home. They're going to shoot better. So our defense is just a little bit better. But even here at home against Fairmont State, we came out and really played hard defense. So I think our just goal this year is defense. And so we don't really care if it's a road game or home game because we're going to show up either way.
And looking at this week's matchup, you got another couple of tough contests coming up. Glenville State on the road on Wednesday, then back home for Concord on Saturday. Talk about this week of competition and kind of how you guys are approaching it.
And you know what? That's what's crazy about our conference. Is like this week was tough. And then now coming up, I'm like, it's not easier either. Glenville is receiving votes, I believe. Concord is, they can beat anyone in the conference. And so I tell the players, I'm like, we got to just take one game at a time because it's not getting easier at all. It's getting tougher. And everyone's grinding right now. Everyone wants to win games. So it's not going to be easy either.
And finally, obviously, you're into the point of the season where it's a grind. It's been a while since the start of the year. How do you manage that workload and keep your players kind of fresh every game?
Well, you have to know your team, I think. You know what I mean? It's we have a couple younger ones. We only have Jackie graduating this year. Everyone is coming back. So we still have younger bodies. Kenzie's only a sophomore. Gracie's only a sophomore. Katie's a freshman. Rachel's only a sophomore. So we can actually push them a little bit harder right now. We have a couple upperclassmen that we need to watch, but taking care of their bodies, that's the key thing right now. I keep telling them ice bath, stretching, this and that, and they just need to understand that that's what it takes. But we usually go hard in practices. If it's not going to be 2 hours, okay? It's going to be only an hour and a half sometimes, but it's going to be hard. So it doesn't really matter to us what, for me. My philosophy is you need to practice hard. It doesn't matter what day it is. Usually teams play better when my teams play better when we practice hard.
Thanks, Anya. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.